Obi Cubana has done it again, and this time, Nigerians are still trying to process exactly what they just watched. Today, on Pastor Jerry Eze's birthday, Obi Cubana stood in front of a mansion and told the whole country he was gifting it to him. Tell Gist Mama, when was the last time you saw a birthday gift handed over on camera, in person, with the actual building standing right behind the giver? Stay till the end, because Kubana revealed something in his own speech that most blogs reporting this story completely left out. A small detail from back in January that changes how you should understand this entire gesture. Subscribe to Gist Mama NG so you never miss an update like this one. Let Gist Mama walk you through exactly what Obi Cubana said in his own words, because the full story is more touching than the headlines are giving it credit for.
So today I've chosen to celebrate one of my most amazing brothers, a man of God, my friend, Pastor Jerry Eze. So I celebrate you today because you have always been there for us. You have been there for us before God and before man. You have always interceded for us in God's presence, and you interceded for us in some very powerful rooms. Looking at these beautiful edifices, you were here in January, and I made a silent prayer to God that by our next birthday, I should be able to finish and gift you one. But looking at it, we are still working, and hopefully it will be done soon. And I make it bold to say today, I am presenting one to you as a birthday gift for the work of God and for the service of mankind. So I join the whole world and everybody that wishes you well to wish you a very beautiful birthday today. May God continue to bless you. Happy birthday, my brother.
Standing in front of the property, Kubana opened by calling Jerry Eze one of his most amazing brothers, a man of God, and a friend. He said he chose to celebrate him today because Jerry Eze has always been there for him, before God and before man, interceding for him in what Kubana called some very powerful ways. Then came the part Gist Mama needs you to really sit with. Kubana said that back in January, he was standing in front of these same buildings while they were still under construction, and in that moment he made a silent prayer. He asked God that by the time Jerry Eze's next birthday came around, the property would be finished so he could gift it to him. Tell Gist Mama, think about that timeline. That is not a gift decided last week. That is not an impulsive billionaire flex captured for content. That is a promise Kubana made quietly to himself and to God 8 months before today, long before any camera was rolling, long before any blog had a headline ready. Here is where Gist Mama has to be completely honest with you, because so many pages online have already gotten this part wrong. Kubana himself admitted in his own words that the building is not fully finished. He said, and Gist Mama is going to give this to you exactly as he said it, we are still working and hopefully it will be done soon. That is not the language of a man handing over a move-in ready mansion with the keys already cut. That is a man revealing a project still in progress, presenting it today as a dedication and a promise fulfilled in spirit, even if the finishing touches are still ongoing. So when you see headlines calling this a 500 million naira mansion gift, Gist Mama wants you to pause for a second. That valuation is not coming from Obi Cubana. It is not in his speech. Nowhere in what he said on camera does he mention a naira figure at all. That number appears to have come from social media speculation, picked up and repeated by gossip blogs, including Gist Lover, who themselves used the word reportedly when describing the value. Even their own comment section was full of Nigerians questioning where that figure actually came from, with some openly calling it an inflated guess rather than a confirmed price. Tell Gist Mama, does the size of the naira figure even matter here? Or is the real story the fact that a busy billionaire held on to a private prayer for 8 months and followed through on it in public without needing to? Kubana closed his speech by explaining exactly why he was doing this. Not for luxury, not for show. His words were, for the work of God and for the service of mankind. He said he was joining the whole world in wishing Jerry Eze a beautiful birthday and prayed God would continue to bless him. Gist Mama has to address the elephant in the room here, because this is not the first time these two have shown up for each other publicly. Kubana has gifted Jerry Eze phones before, the latest Samsung Galaxy Z Fold and Z Flip. And back in January this year, Kubana publicly credited Jerry Eze with helping him grow spiritually, saying old things had passed away and he had become a new creature because of Jerry Eze's guidance. This mansion, whatever its actual value turns out to be once it's finished, fits into a much longer pattern of a genuine relationship, not a one-off publicity stunt built for a single viral moment. What Gist Mama knows for certain is this. Today on Jerry Eze's birthday, Obi Cubana stood in front of a property and publicly dedicated it to him as a gift, describing a promise he made to himself in January to finish it in time for this exact moment. In his own words, the property is not yet fully complete. What Gist Mama does not know, and what nobody reporting this story actually knows either, is the true completed value of the property, when construction will finish, or the exact terms of the gift itself, whether it is fully his now or being finished before handover. Any number you see attached to this story should be treated as speculation until Kubana or his team confirms it directly. Before we close, 3 questions for you. Number 1, now that you know Kubana made this promise privately back in January, months before any camera was involved, does that change how you see this gesture compared to thinking it was a spontaneous decision made just for today? Number 2, so many blogs ran with a 500 million naira figure that Kubana himself never said. Do you think Nigerians should slow down and question these numbers more, or does the exact price not really matter when the gesture itself is this genuine? Number 3, Kubana has now gifted Jerry Eze phones, public gratitude, and now property, all within about a year. Do you think this is what real spiritual mentorship and friendship should look like between a wealthy businessman and his pastor? Or do you think gifts like this blur the line between faith and materialism? Drop everything in the comments. Gist Mama is reading every single word. A silent prayer made in January. A promise kept in August. A building still not quite finished, but a bond that clearly already is. Whatever the true value of this mansion turns out to be, Gist Mama thinks the real story here was never really about the naira figure at all. Subscribe to Gist Mama NG, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next update once construction is complete. Share this video with someone who needs to hear the full story, not just the headline. See you in the next one.
What are we shouting?